can an average player use a 6 red core run and gun build? That's the question that I asked myself after watching this video by Dod Regnbue. Is it time to take off those blue core training wheels and rely on preservation and a 0 skill tier cardboard shield to keep us alive? Because that is what Dod is trying to sell us on. That preservation along with a fast time to kill will mathematically result in more armor than having blue cores. And in testing this, I found out an incredibly important thing. But first we need a run and gun build, and for me that means we need
guns. Lots of guns.
And specifically an SMG and a shotgun. While a Vector might be the SMG of choice for most players, I decided to try out the named P90 Emmeline's Guard. Not only does this have a fucking awesome reload animation and a great looking outcast skin, it also comes with perfect preservation, which increases the armor repair on kill to 12% or 24% for a headshot kill. Remember that. It's important. If you are looking for a shotgun to clean up with, then the mop is your only choice. Mop? Clean up? Sorry. This named weapon hits hard, comes with armor on kill, and when rolled to preservation and coupled with the gunner specialization, will repair 20% armor on kill immediately, with a further 20% over 5 seconds for headshot kills. That's pretty damn awesome if you ask me. With an SMG build, it's key to leverage the 21% critical hit chance that they all come with. So I'm going to run 2 pieces of Sokolov brand set rolled with critical hit chance and critical hit damage. With all of the damage coming from weapons, it is impossible to pass up on the Contractor's gloves for its damage to armor, or the Fox's Prayer knee pads for the damage to targets out of cover. Both of these I rolled to critical hit chance, which gets me to the 60% cap. So that's 4 cores, and to be honest, I'm feeling a little bit exposed right now. One piece of Bellstone Armory will help with that due to its armor regen brand set bonus and an armor regen attribute. This piece took a fair bit of grinding for, as Bellstone comes with a blue core, which I have rolled to a red core, of course. For my final piece of my backpack, I'm using the Gruppo brand set for its critical hit damage bonus, which gets my critical hit damage up to 164% when fully optimized. With the 6 red cores, maxed out critical hit chance and critical hit damage, and multiplicative damage on top of that, this build hits really hard. To buff it even more though, I'm using the talent Obliterate on my chest for another 25% weapon damage. And for my backpack, I decided to lean into the run and gun even more with Unstoppable Force for another 25% weapon damage. I never really use this talent, normally going with something like Vigilance or Companion, but it actually works a lot better than I thought it would. With every kill refreshing the buff, you can keep it up for as long as you can chain kills. Now I have created this build to really test out Dod's maths in practice, so I'm sticking to 6 red cores and no blue cores. If I was going to play with this build day in day out, I would be using the Memento backpack. Its long term buff of 30% weapon damage, 3% armor regen and 30% skill efficiency are just too good to miss, and its 3 cores provide nice buffs to our armor and skills. Speaking of skills, this build does use a wafer thin Crusader shield and a Defender drone, something which is often only used in PvP, which I think is a big miss. The drone effectively buffs our armor by over 20%, even with no skill tiers, which is better than having an additional blue core. I used this build in the latest Manhunt, and to be honest, I was surprised at just how well it performed. Yes, this build feels like you will go down if someone farts in your direction. You have to be completely on top of where enemies are coming from and where your nearest cover is. Even one enemy catching you unaware can cause problems, but the armor regen was a massive help to get back into the fight quickly.
Now stand aside, worthy adversary.
'Tis but a scratch.
Going face to face with an elite enemy should be avoided unless you have a big advantage. Hitting weak spots to set them on fire, friendly NPCs distracting them, and probably what is your best option, hitting headshots. I told you it was important, and that's because headshots stagger enemies just a little, giving you time to burn them down. And on top of that, the extra armor repair you get from them is massive. By using cover and my flimsy shield strategically, completing heroic content was possible, particularly missions where you know where the enemies will spawn. So Dod is right, but he's not. Because when it comes down to it, this build is not a run and gun build. It is a run and hide in cover build. It is a bit like a condom. Effective, but never sexy. And if you do want a build that is sexy and delivers, check out this one here.